Hoy. Chris, why don't you introduce yourself for the City A.M. audience?
I'm Chris Hoy. I am a former Olympic track cyclist. I was 6 gold medals back in the day, and I'm here with Lotus for the unveiling of their exciting new bike, the Type 136.
Brilliant. So just give a quick rundown of why you are here today. You mentioned it briefly then, but go into it.
Yeah, so today is all about this new bike which Lotus are unveiling. Lotus has got a rich history in cycling over the years, dating back to 1992 when Chris Boardman won a gold medal in Barcelona at the Olympic Games on the Type 108. That was a bike that inspired me as a teenager, and over the years they've been involved in different kind of iterations of that bike, and this is the latest bike, so it's going to be available to anybody in the public that wants to buy one. Previously these bikes have been very much allocated to professionals racing on the track or the Tour de France, so it's really exciting, and I can't give too much away right now, but it's when it's unveiled you're going to see how radical it is and how exciting it is and what a special bike it is.
Brilliant. So why are you, obviously like you said, you can't give too much away, but why are you backing this specific bike here today?
So today I guess what we're going to talk about is the new technology, innovation in cycling. Lotus are very famous for, as well as in motorsport, but it's carrying on the DNA of the iconic bikes like the Type 108 that won the gold medal in Barcelona. Particularly aerodynamics is a big part of it. It looks quite radical in its design. Electricity as well, electric power involved, so it gives anybody the chance to experience a bike, being able to ride up hills, go further than they might under their own steam, but choosing when and how to use that is the key thing here. So yeah, an e-bike, but not an e-bike that you might have seen before.
Okay, brilliant. And being in London, there's so many e-bikes everywhere, but it doesn't seem that there's as many people that could be using them for it. How do you think that could change? Do you think this might impact people's decision?
Yeah, we're already seeing more e-bikes sold than mechanical bikes, so it's here to stay, and it's only going to get more popular. But what most e-bikes are, I guess, are big, heavy, quite cumbersome, and the difference with the Type 136, it's incredibly lightweight. It handles like a lightweight racing bike does, but you also have the convenience of being able to use electricity, that additional power when you need it. So you still use your legs, you still use your lungs, you're still getting exercise. It's not like riding a scooter or motorbike where it does all the work for you, but it's just a more exhilarating experience. You get to go further, you get to go higher for the same effort. So it's, in my opinion, it's the best of all worlds. E-bikes are great, they're here to stay. For racing, of course, you don't use motors, but for everybody else, I think it's a fantastic way to ride a bike.
Brilliant. And how do you think this poses in competition to the other e-bikes that have been coming up? It's like you said, it's very popular these days. How is this ahead of the curve?
I think it's combining the technology and the expertise from the racing at the highest level, at Olympic level or world level, and applying all the engineering expertise from Lotus, from their engineering and for cars, aerodynamical understanding, and bringing it into a package which is usable and exciting for your average keen cyclist. And the biggest thing about e-bikes, and particularly this one, is you can ride with other people that are maybe fitter, stronger, more experienced than you. So you can go out with friends that ride hundreds of miles a week that normally you'd be left behind on the hills. With this you can keep up, but you can choose how and when to use the power. You push the button, you have a little extra boost of power, and then you can switch it off. So you get as much exercise as you want, but you can keep up with anybody.
So you think this one will be quite ahead in the market then?
I think it's I'm really excited to see how the cycling world is going to respond to this bike. And yeah, it's very much this high end. It's a very premium quality product. But as we see, when you have these halo models, it can trickle down to the lower end of the market. And there's certainly more to come from Lotus. But yeah, more about that in the future.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.
I really
Cheers.
appreciate it.
My name's Mike Johnson. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer for Lotus Cars.
Fantastic. So give me a bit of a rundown here today. What's going on? Why are we all here?
Well, we're here in our prestigious London showroom, just opened back in July, and really it's a kind of totemic statement really where the brand's heading. So you can see here today we've got a number of our new motor products here. We've got the new Amea, we've got Electra, we've got Amira, but importantly today we're unveiling our first bicycle, our first official bicycle for customers, which we've named Type 136.
Fantastic. And how is this different to any other e-bikes that have been coming out?
I think that the first thing really is for us, this is a kind of passion project. It's something that we've been really close to because we've been actually involved in cycling now for 30 years. So, we've developed the Type 108 and the Type 110 bicycles. These bicycles were used in the Olympics back in 1992, and also in the last few years with the Hope in Lotus product that we've been using in the British cycling team as well. So for us, this isn't just about the case of just bringing out an e-bike, it's really something that's deep in our roots, and that spirit of innovation that we have as a brand is really coming through in this fantastic new bicycle.
Fantastic. And speaking to Sir Chris Hoy earlier, he was saying about how popular e-bikes have become and how incredible this one is. I was talking about London, a lot of people, there's e-bikes everywhere, but maybe perhaps there's not as many people on them, What's the plan, hoping for a bigger audience, getting more people around the whole of UK, but obviously London itself, to get on board with the e-bikes?
Yeah. Well, for us, it's very much a racing bike, but it just gives you that extra push, really. We were talking about it earlier. It either gives you that opportunity to kind of push a little bit faster, or if you're out with your friends, really just to kind of leave them, really, and try and go off into the distance. So what it really does is it takes the spirit of innovation that's within the bicycle itself, an incredibly lightweight bicycle with a fantastic technology within the e-motor itself that gives people just that extra push when they need it. So we're super proud of it. It's something we've been working on for years, and we're really delighted to be able to share it with people in London and across the globe.
Fantastic. Do you think e-bikes are the future of transportation in London?
I think they're part of a mix. I think for us, really, this is very much a performance racing bike. So I don't think it's something that people necessarily use on their daily commute, but I think e-bikes, electrified cars, as well as other mobility solutions, it's that blended kind of environment really that will make the kind of progress of people through London a lot cleaner and a lot quicker.
Brilliant. And how does this set aside from you're in the market, your competitors? What's the niche that Lotus have?
I think it's that spirit of innovation firstly, and the fact that this is something that's very close to us and has been over 30 years, but also it's a very lightweight bicycle. It's been designed from the ground up, and it also uses an electric motor that was used in the Mars landing project. So we're looking at some technology here that's literally been to space.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for speaking to City A.M, and I'm sure the whole audience will appreciate it a lot. So thank you. Best of luck.
I'm Danny Barnes, and I'm the project manager for the Type 136 road bike that we're launching here today.
Fantastic. So why don't you give us a quick rundown of what actually is this new bike coming out today? What is this launch here?
So think of it this way, it's a thoroughbred road bike, through and through a road bike, mechanical road bike. But when you need a little bit of help, when you need that little bit of a push, it's also an e-bike. It has the lightest motor system on the market. So you don't with e-bikes quite often you're having to carry around a load of weight, and so when the battery runs out, it's really heavy to ride the bike. With this, it's super light. As it is fully built up, it's only 9.8 kilograms. So it's not like any e-bike that you can get on the market today.
Have you ridden the e-bike? Have you tested it?
Oh, loads.
Yeah?
I've been lucky to be riding it for months and months.
Oh, fantastic.
And yeah, it's so much fun.
Brilliant. And how is this going to help, professional athletes more? What's a step ahead are you giving them?
So the benefit here is there are times in our life when we're super at the peak of our fitness and we can go out, we can ride with anyone, do anything we like, and we're feeling really good. But there are times when we're busy and life gets in the way, and there are times when you want to go out, do a big ride with your friends, or you want to go and do a cycling holiday, but you haven't been doing the training. But this is here just to give you that little bit of help. It's that bit of support. So if you need it, it's there.
Fantastic. And the name Type 136, where does that come from? Is it quite literally the 136th of it, or where does that come from?
So type numbers is the history of Lotus has always been naming every model with a type number, and we're fortunate that the Lotus sees bikes as important as cars, and so it's been given a type number as is all the other cars that are here. So it's a statement of this is as important to us as it is our cars.
Fantastic. And how important do you think e-bikes are in the future of transportation?
Really important. By 2026, to about that time, it's widely believed there'll be a big shift of sales, and there'll be more e-bike sales by 26 than there are mechanical. It's an enabler. It opens up the possibilities for people to ride wherever they want to go, and so it gets more people on bikes. We're happy.
Brilliant. And how does this set aside from your major competitors? Like, what sets you ahead of the game?
It's really this dual use. It's both a mechanical road bike and an e-bike, and you can decide how you want to ride it.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for speaking to City A.M. today. Really appreciate it.